Hey guys, this week I'm going to show you how to flush your hot water heater. Stick around. Hello and welcome to this week's edition of BS with AJ. As I said before, this week we're going to be showing you how to flush your hot water heater. Now this is something you need to do at least once a year, if not every 6 months. Now this is going to help to prolong the life of your hot water heater, which is obviously a good idea because they're not really that cheap, so the longer it lasts, the better off you are. But before we get into that, if you like videos like this, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and consider supporting BS with AJ on Patreon so we can do bigger and better projects for you guys. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when I post new videos. And if you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those down in the comment section below. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to want to do is go ahead and cut the power source. I have an electric hot water heater, so the first thing we're going to do is go to the breaker box and turn off the breaker. If you have a gas hot water heater, you're going to want to cut the gas off. Next, you're going to want to go ahead and connect a garden hose to the drain valve. Next, take the other end of your hose and either run it outside or to your nearest floor drain. It's also a good idea to use a knee-high stocking and a rubber band to catch the sediment. That way you know how often you need to flush your system. If you have a cup or more, then you need to do it more often rather than less often. If you only have a teaspoon or so, then you're probably fine with doing it once a year or every 6 months. Next, you need to shut off the valve at the cold water inlet. Turn on the hot water valve somewhere in the house to relieve the pressure in your system. Now open up the drain valve and allow your hot water to drain out. Remember that this is hot water, so you don't want anybody to get near it because it could burn them. Alright guys, well here's the sediment that was in the bottom of my hot water tank. As you can see, it's probably about a teaspoon, maybe a tablespoon, but it's not all that much. So you can see that I'm on a pretty good schedule. I do mine every 6 months. Now if you have half a cup or more, then you probably need to do yours more often. So if you're doing yours every 6 months and you still end up with half a cup of sediment on the bottom of your tank, you probably need to go ahead and go to every 3 months. Or maybe more. In some areas you may have to do it every month just to make sure you get all that sediment out of the bottom, because that can cause a lot of problems with your water heater. Alright, now when you're done draining your hot water tank, the next thing you want to do is go ahead and cut off the drain valve. Make sure it's good and tight, but not over tight because you don't want to strip this. Mine is plastic. If yours is metal, you may need a flathead screwdriver to do this. And then we want to go ahead and take off our water hose. Alright, the next thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and open up one of your sinks on the hot water side and then turn on your cold water so that way it'll start filling your tank. Once you have a steady stream of water coming out of your faucet, you can go ahead and turn it off, and you can go ahead and turn the power back on to your hot water heater or turn the gas back on to your gas heater. Alright guys, well that's the end of our video. Like I said, be sure to drain your hot water tank at least every year. Probably it will be better off to do every 6 months. But like I said, if you have a lot of sediment buildup whenever you drain yours, you need to do it more often. So if you're doing it every 6 months, do it every 3 months. Or if you're doing it once a year, do it twice a year, something like that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and consider supporting BS with AJ on Patreon so we can do bigger and better projects for you guys. I'll see you next week.